Good evening guys and welcome. It's technically CB radio night. What we're going to do, somebody's got a mouth, there we go. Anyway, what we're going to do, we're going to fit MICROCHIPZ and MIDBAND modification board to the donor radio chassis. This is what we're going to be doing today, guys. So let's go to, we want camera 3 because I need to zoom in for this. I'll explain the process now. Go to camera 3 because I've still not charged the rear radio control tripod, but camera 3 is the camera for this job anyway. Right, so camera 3, let's zoom in and I'll explain. Right, there's the radio. Right, we'll start with the radio before we go on to the modification. Right, what we need to do with the radio, we need to remove, I'll just get my thing here so I can point. We need to remove R6, which is down here. We can't see it. Let's turn it round. Right, we need to remove R6, which is here, right on the edge, right next to the PLL. We need to remove that. We also need to remove the filter, which is right in front of the PLL, and which is L1, which is right next to the PLL here. We have to remove L1, which is a filter, and we also have to move and change C1. We have to change C1 to a 22 PF, picofarad, and then what we need to do, we need to go to C23 at the VSO pot here, the VSO at just behind T1, in between T1 and CT1, I think that is, yes, because that's CT2. Just in between CT1 and T1, we want to change this capacitor here to a 22 picofarad to wideband the VCO. Now lastly, what we need to do, if you want to do it lastly, that is, we want to remove the PLL from here. So take your PLL out from here, and what you want to do, you want to get your PLL, you take your PLL, and this is the board, and you put your PLL into the socket there, making sure you put it in the correct way with the notch on the PLL corresponding with the markings on the board. And that's as simple as that. Isn't that beautifully made, eh guys? Isn't that a beautifully made board, that? And then all we do, we turn the board back round to us, and I've just dropped something. What have I just dropped? Dropped the remote control for the camera. There we go. Right, what we need to do next, guys, you take your PLL. I've elected, you can put C1 back on this side of the board, but I've elected to put it on the bottom. And then what we do, we plug that into the board, making sure that we plug it and put the mod the right way around. You can't get this wrong, and if you can, there's a problem. And we're going to move our wires out of the way. See, we're going to need flexibility for this, so we're not going to fit this down yet, but we'll probably use a bit of double-sided tape, or because there's nowhere really, there's nowhere really we can get it through, so we'll probably use a bit of double-sided tape just to secure that. There we go. Right. Then what we do, holding our board so we don't stress our wire. And there we go, guys. I'm going to turn this round so it's in a position I can work on it. There we go. And there's our PLL there, or what was our PLL, which is now our midband board. All we do next is we put this away so we don't lose it, because that's our cleaner for our sucker. We get a piece of solder, and then all we do, we get soldering iron. Make sure your soldering iron is lovely and clean. A couple of dips in the dipper. There you go, guys. And all we want to do next, I'm going to have to bring this a bit, no, we're okay there I think. There. And all we're going to do next is see, there's C1 there. Come down this as quick as you can. Mind you, I don't suppose it actually doesn't, you don't have to, because you're not actually, you're not actually soldering onto a chip here. I forgot about that. The chip's already been moved. So, you're just soldering onto the pin header. And the beautiful thing about microchips is modification, guys. The beautiful thing about it, and the thing that really sold me on it, is you don't have to cut your circuit board. You don't have to chop the board to do this particular mod. Right, we're going to call this installing the modification part 1. The reason why, that's better, yeah. The reason why we're doing that, I'm not happy with that join there, yeah, that's better. Right, the reason why we're doing that, guys, is because we have to come along at some point and we have to tune it. Now, that's, to all intents and purposes, guys, to all intents and purposes, that's the modification fitted. Now, it gives you these wires. Now, these wires, it's left extra long wires on for me. What I might do, I might put a hole in here. What I might do is drill a hole in the case, and I might make a bracket to go around here and hold that nicely. But we've got to do a tune-up on it before we do anything. So if I use a bracket, then I can take it off if I ever need to do a tune-up. So what he's done is left long wires on here for me, because I need the long wires because of the type of build I'm doing. And they're lovely and long, them. Yeah, we've got 2 blue wires there, guys. The 2 blue wires, if we pull, sort of separate them, there we go. The 2 blue wires go together, and when you join them 2 blue, when you touch them 2 blue wires together, which MICROCHIPZ has already done because you can tell he's tested this. When you put them together, that puts you onto midband. When you take them apart, it puts you onto UK 1 to 40, onto the UK. And these go to this goes to a ground, this goes to the on-off switch. So that's simple, guys. And we can do these now because, well, I think we can. I'll tell you what, we won't do them now. We'll do them when we do the rest. And what we're going to do, guys, we're going to do a part 2 on this, where when this is actually in the case, we can actually tune it. Because it does need to be tuned. We have to adjust the trimmer here, and we have to adjust the trimmers, the VCO down here. And this is all perfectly insulated, guys, so no worries about any of this hitting anywhere. And that is really, really nicely done. I mean, he's done a really, really good job. He always does, but he's well into his neatness. So we need to just move that. What I might do, I might drop that crystal sitting too high, guys. So what we might do, we might drop that crystal slightly, take that out and shorten its legs. But we're going to mount that about there, and what we'll do, we'll put a hole in. Just put a hole in with a bracket. Like, we'll make a bracket to fit. And what we'll do, we'll put that there. We won't have it stretched over anywhere. We'll actually mount it there. In fact, what I could do, guys, I don't need to make a bracket. What I can do, I can put it here. I can put it there. I can actually put it there. Get a cable tie and feed a cable tie through and just cable tie that there. That'll be all right. That would work. But what's he put on there? 10-4 cut buddy. Absolutely. Yeah, but he's you know, he's a really, really clever guy. He's our Graham. He really is, guys. And he's a nice fella as well. I mean, he come here, we had a bit of a chat. I couldn't find that burner I wanted to give to him. It's here somewhere, I couldn't find it. But I've actually asked him to retune and go through my 23 channel Midland. And I should present him with a challenge. Because he likes a challenge, does our Graham. And there's a lump of wax just fell in there. And this is one of the old silliness boards. This is one of the old FM boards. Which had the crystal and everything. Well, that's basically the radio on a board, really. Your VCO, your crystal, your trimmer, the whole fucking lot, the chip. You know, everything on everything you need. But that's for FM. That's for UK FM. This is actually for midband. So when we connect the 2 blue wires together, that'll put us into midband, and when we take the wires apart, that'll put us into that'll put us onto the UK 40, which is what we want. I don't see the point of having the radio, having all that space. We can't test it yet because we've got to put the channel control in. We've got that there. So what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to move some shit about, and this might. I'm trying to think where I put it. Where did I put it? Yeah, oh, there it is. And what we got today, guys, through the post, we've got our replacement meter. There you go. It's a bit out of kilter. It needs turning. That's it. That'll do. The other one doesn't turn like this because I took the front off and broke the thing. So if you want to adjust the other one, you have to take the bloody front off. You have to take it out. But I've set it anyway, so we're okay. Right, so what we'll do now, guys, we'll bring the front up. Bring the front, because we can actually start adding wires to the front now, to the meters, because we can put the meters in. Right, now this is our broken one. Let's zoom out a bit. Right, this is our broken one, guys. So all we do is we undo this. No. Yeah, it was nice to see Graham. Not seen him for a bit. It's always a chat. Always have a chat. But this is proving to be a bit of an arse. There we go. Getting the nut going. You have to sort of... There we go. 1 and 2 is 3. 3 and 4 is 5. Is 8. No, it ain't. It's 7. My maths is shit, guys. I can't even sing and get my maths right. And I think this one's a bit tighter. No, we're coming. See, the thing is, at some point the hardware can hit the threads and it can bloody jam on. Like that one has. The tool must have hit the threads at some point, but hopefully this will sort it. But only a little bit, might have even been a bit of dirt that, because that's loosened off now, it's come back off again, we're getting it out now. There we go. I'm not looking forward to pulling this out. The reason why I'm not looking forward to pulling it out is because I know what a bastard it was to put in. But it's got to be done, guys, because we've got to put a new meter in it. Ooh, there we go. I wonder if that will go in the same way that came out. I thought that went in then, actually. Let's check that. Get it straight-ish. And see if we know. We've pushed out there, guys. That's the problem, you see. That's the problem is... That's the problem we had originally. So I'm going to try it this way. Oh, hang on. Put it the right way around. I mean, it came out no problem. I mean, it fucking popped out no problem, didn't it, guys? So if I can see, we're popping out there, you see. There we go. So put that in there where it belongs. Now, if I can just get that in. Doesn't matter whether we get it perfectly straight, we can deal with that once we're in. Right. Oh, you bleeder. Had to fuck her in then. I had it in then, guys. It's this side here that pops out. Yeah. But if I can just do that, there we go. Now turn the whole lot to get it straight. Actually, guys, that's perfect. Turn it all the way down. Let's find me other nut, which I've probably lost. Yeah, I felt something slide off the desk. Oh no, it's there. So it wasn't the nut that slid off. See, this is a bit. That should run down that there. Well, there it's going in now. That's it. There you go. All we need to do now is tighten our nuts. That's gone in. Yeah, this. Make sure that we're fully tight. That's it. Alright. Yeah. And we're in, guys. We're in. There. Give you a look at that now, guys. Look at that. That looks like it's moved. It has. What do you call it? Moved. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. I know what it is. Slightly moved. That's it. Right, slightly moved the back of the meter. Do. Don't get too tight. Yeah. Make sure that that adjusts. The other one doesn't because I broke the pip off it by accident. But it's set anyway. Because they should adjust. That's it. And there we go, guys. There's the 2 meters in there now. So now all we have to do is add the wires we need to find. We want to use blacks and reds if we can find them, because they're more, if we can't find them we'll use something else, but blacks and reds are pretty much what I prefer. See, we've used reds and blacks here, used them here, we've used them right, so what we'll do, we're going to use reds and blacks, but what we need to do, we're not going to use whites and shit like that, we're going to do it properly. So what we're going to do, guys, we don't need to worry about these yet, although we will put the wires on them, because these go into these are the signal meter and RF meter. Don't know which one's which yet, doesn't matter, they're both the same. But what we'll do, we'll find another scrap USB lead in a bit, and we'll find another one of them scrap USB leads, because I've got loads of them that are no good, and that'll get us our nice thin wires. So basically, guys, we need to find, what we need to do when we put these in, we need to put them in nice and neat. And one of these switches here, one of these will be the band switch. One of them, we'll switch it between one and the other. I'm actually really pleased with that. I'm really pleased with it, guys. It's coming on well. Yeah, we're getting there, guys. We're nearly done. What's that on my shirt? Bit of chocolate off that ice lolly I was eating in bed, I think. Yeah. Yeah, so we sort of need to tidy up in here and find some shit that I can't find. Oh, where's... Right. So basically, guys, yeah, he looked at that, he says, I see you got one of them as well. I says, I have, yeah. I says, I got one as a direct result of you using one on your channel. I thought they were a lovely meter, so I got one. The only downside to them is the battery don't last long, but you can upgrade the battery. Just clean the front, although it's got a screen protector on. Well, it did have. Oh, it hasn't now. I've just rubbed it off, there we go. It hasn't got a screen protector now, guys, because I just rubbed it off. Oh well. Right. That's us all done, guys. We've got some drilling to do. We'll probably do that tomorrow. Got some record players coming in, so we need to get set back up. Got some stuff coming in from what's his name, from Matt, so we need to get set back up to do that sort of stuff. So we need to get back into sort the bench out. So I want to try and get the radio fitted. We've got the mod board in. This is going to be called fitting the modification board part 1, because we're going to do part 2 when we do the tune-up. We'll do the tune-up on the mod board when we get the radio up and it's in the case and the channels changing and everything's soldered on and it's all working. Yeah, we're waiting for the tone control to turn up. So we've got a tone control to turn up. We've got the mod board in. We've got to change the wires on these switches over to these switches. Yeah, because we're not using the tone switch, so we're using that one's gonna be high-low filter, but that's gonna be low filter. That's gonna be high-low power. That's gonna be dimmer, and that's gonna be band, or the other way around. So that's it, guys. So there we go, you see. I'm going to leave it there because there's not really anything else that we can sort of do at this point in time, because I'd like to get me bright. I'll just move this out of the way. I'd like to get my bracket made. I'd like to get my bracket bent in position and drilled. This thing here, I'd like to get this done so that I can fit it to the back and I can fit the radio in the cabinet. Then the radio can go in the cabinet. We can get the channel switch fitted and all that fucking lot, you know. There's a lot of things we can do, you know. But yeah, really happy with that board, guys. Them boards are really nicely made. You know, it does a really nice job, and they've a good value for money, them as well, because, you know, 20 quid, I bet there's more than 20 quid's worth of components on them, and I bet, you know, and, you know, then there's the time it's taken to make it and stuff, so, you know, yeah. Yeah, it's really good. Right, let's go back to camera 5 for a second. And I forgot my coffee, guy. Right. Right, thanking you for joining me, guys, for this CB radio video. This is part of the series on the CB radio build. This one will be called Fitting the Modboard Part 1. Fitting the MICROCHIPZ modboard Part 1, we'll call it, and we'll do Part 2 on the modboard when we do the tune-up, because we'll do all the tune-up at the same time. So there we go, guys. That's there we go. That's the radio. Get in there. The only thing we haven't done is drilled the hole for the speaker, because we're waiting for the speaker grill, and it's been a bit annoying actually. You all take it easy, like, share, subscribe, and if you want to buy me a coffee, buy me a coffee. If you don't, then don't buy me a coffee. It's as simple as that. You all take it easy. Thank you very much, and I will catch you all later. Bye for now, guys. We'll see you all tomorrow night. Bye for now.